Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a review on HOSELINK. These are the garden hoses that I use currently at our home. We're also going to be installing one in our raised garden bed area, but I wanted to start off the video with the review. HOSELINK is amazing. I got turned on to these from a YouTube channel called Garden Answer. Laura over there repped them pretty hard and I decided to buy one. This one is actually about 3 years old and from our previous home. As you can see, they do come in a cream color. We are going to be installing a black one today. They come in two different sizes. This one's an 82 foot, and I believe the other is a 50 foot. So it is a retractable hose. As you can see, you kind of just pull on it, and it's not too hard to pull. It will click, and then once it's made that click, it's set for you to use. And then to get it to coil back up inside the housing, you just pull again. You'll hear a clicking noise, and it just auto retracts. Like I said, this one's 3 years old and I've had no problems with them. When you're going into winter season, or if you just want to stow them inside, you can just pull up on this handle here, put your hand here, and it just lifts right off. It is a bracket that holds it against the wall. This one's mounted onto brick, and I did mount it myself. It is a little intimidating, but we're going to go through that process today. But I'm going to be mounting it onto a wood post. So like I said, these hoses come in two different sizes. One's an 82 foot, one's a 50 foot. The pricing right now is the 82 foot is $249.99 and the 50 foot is $199.99. I got these online from hoselink.com. That's HOSELINK.com. They do come with fabric covers if you want to do that. They make them look a little bit more attractive to people with different styles. I like the basic look of the beige or the black. Our home is black, so I like to do black accents around. The reason that this one is beige is because our previous home was white on the outside, so I wanted something to blend it in, but this one is hid behind this red bud tree, and I think it looks great here. Okay, I know that they're expensive. You probably can find way cheaper options online. The thing that I love about these is their durability. Like I said, this one is 3 years old, and it is still working just as great as it was the first day that I got it. The only complaint that I have with HoseLink is that I would set them up in an area that you can access pretty easily. Even though they're 82 foot long, when you have a lot of twists and turns, what you find yourself doing is pulling the hose out to where it gathers up underneath. And then you end up pulling that. And sometimes these hoses do kink. They are said that they don't kink online. They have kinked for me before. And that's usually when I have to pull a lot of hose out and then take it around the garden. There are companies out there that will sell things that go into the ground that will help these make turns. I try and make sure that I just put my hose links in areas that don't require me to have to pull out so much hose, that I can easily manipulate them around what I already have planted. So I try and keep the area in front of the hose link clear. This redbud tree is here. It will grow up and establish so that the trunk is pretty strong. Like, I'm not going to be pulling it against the trunk, but I'm not going to keep this area pretty clear so that I have easy access to the hose. The other great thing about HoseLink is that they do come with these quick connects. So as you can see here, they come apart really simply. You just pull and they come out. They come with several of these. So I've got one actually attached to our hose up here. And then I've got one attached to where we would put the nozzle on to spray. It comes with a nozzle as well. So all you do is line up these lines and then you just kind of twist to the right and it locks it into place and it's set up and it works. These are great. They make life so much easier, these quick connects. And I know that you can buy these, but these actually come with the hose. They also send you out one of these nozzles and it does the job. This one is just as old as this HoseLink, which is 3 years. But if you're somebody with mobility issues or you don't have a lot of upper body strength, these hoses are great. They do require a little bit of effort when you pull them in, but when you walk them back and put them away, it's a game changer. It does make the process of getting a hose out way more simpler, especially for people that have to get their hose out every day. And I would highly recommend it for those. We don't use our hoses every day. We do right now. I'm setting this home up on drip irrigation, which I will take you guys along for. That video is just taking a while to get produced. But even with drip, there are occasional plants that require some extra watering, and I use the HoseLink for all of those. We also use the HoseLink to fill up our pool. If you asked me to rate HoseLink on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 10. It makes the task of watering a lot less daunting. I know when you have to put an 82-foot hose away by yourself without any way to manipulate it or using a crank system, it can really take it out of you and make you not want to water your plants. But HoseLink luckily has solved this problem. So I wanted to give you a tour of the tools that we'll be using to mount our HOSELINK. It does come with a pretty extensive set of instructions, as well as there's videos online that will show you with more detail of how to install your HOSELINK. It comes with this template to put up on wherever you're going to put it. So we've got a pin to kind of mark where our holes are going to need to be. I've got a 20-volt drill from DeWalt that I'm going to use to drill our pilot holes. To do that, I've got these drill bits that will go into wood. I've got our level. And then over here I have a socket wrench set. So these are the two main components of what comes with the HOSELINK to mount it, besides the template and the instructions. This is the actual mounting bracket that the HOSELINK will just slide in. There's a little pole that just sticks into this hole here, and that's what mounts it to the post. I'll show you the post in a second. These are the screws that we'll use with our washers. It all comes together. We won't be using these. You need to use these if you're installing it into any kind of masonry, just to help hold the screw in. This is our post that we got into the ground a couple days ago. It's set with Quikrete here. We dug the hole pretty deep. It's a 6-foot post. I would say there's about 2.5 feet of it in the ground right now. This is our HOSELINK. Here we have a black one. It is new. It's already out of the box. So when we were getting our backyard put together, we knew that we were going to need water over here because this is my main gardening area. So I went ahead and had them run a line out. I'm going to try and pan the camera around to kind of show you where we are in our backyard right now. Excuse the other projects that have yet to get started on. But this is what we're kind of working with right now. But we definitely needed water over here because there is no water access point. So I'm really happy that we had them go ahead, and while the backyard was a mess, dig that up. I apologize again for the construction noise. We live in a construction zone. There are homes going up all the way around us. But our closest water access point is all the way over here. And up until now, I've been taking that 82-foot HOSELINK out and watering this whole area with it. So we got the HOSELINK installed. As you can see, I put it pretty high up. They don't suggest to put them this high up. It's just something that I wanted to do for ease of use. The water pressure is still great on mine, but I would definitely recommend following the package instructions if you haven't used them before. But this is the black 82-foot. I love it already. It's definitely a game changer, as you can see when I just watered my raised bed area. I wanted to step into the shade for the sign off today. Thank you all so much for coming along as we installed this HOSELINK. Like I said, I can't recommend them enough. They're a product that I use every single day in the garden. You can find them at hoselink.com. This is not a sponsored video, it's just a product that I use every day. If you have any other questions about how they work or anything like that, you can put them in the comment section down below and I'll be happy to answer them. This is definitely going to change the way that we garden in our raised garden bed area. I'm looking forward to the next one. See you later. Bye.